Gentlemen, hey, congratulations on your new film, Words of War.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much.
It is such a fascinating film to watch, especially bringing Anna's story to screen. But what is the most fascinating thing about Anna's story when you are actually making this film?
I mean, when you were sort of reconstructing all the different things that she did, and we just did a fraction of them, for the film and stuff, in terms of the siege of the theater and then the front line and I was just on a daily basis amazed at what this woman went through, but also what she achieved and how she kept going, despite all of the kind of challenges put up against her and also the threats that were sort of, floating around and stuff, and what she managed to achieve and the body of her work speaks for itself as a writer, as a journalist. And so, you kind of read it in a script and you sort of, but day by day filming it, reconstructing it and recreating it and going through it, if you like, with Maxine and the rest of the cast, it was a really, humbling experience. And it made you realize it was a story that was important to be told and that it was we were doing a good project. If it was a good thing that Anna's journey and Anna's life will be kind of out there for people to kind of hopefully, a wider audience to see and understand.
Well said. What about for you, Mark?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Anna was such a remarkable person, and the courage that she showed and demonstrated that it took to do the things that she did. I mean, those are the kinds of stories that I feel are worthy of shining a spotlight on and sharing and preserving. So, I mean, that's our hope with this movie, that it not only entertains people, but also educates and informs around this issue of the dangers that journalists face in the 21st century and the importance of protecting those journalists that we depend on to speak truth to power and share the truth with the people.
James, how did you get Maxine into the mindset of Anna throughout this entire film?
We did, Anna, Maxine is a research kind of, she loves to read and listen to, Anna did some interviews with the BBC and stuff that were kind of important to her, and so it's, for Maxine, it's kind of doing the research and talking to people who knew her and thinking about how she would, how she behaved and what she went through, reading her work and stuff. And then for my other job is to sort of put her at ease and in every aspect try and be as authentic and accurate as possible in terms of the world that we're creating. So therefore she can feel that we're kind of being authentic in every aspect of it. So our production design, our locations, our costume, our makeup, all those elements to come together with a BDI that I can kind of make sure the whole project has an ethos of credibility and veracity, which I think, helps all the cast feel okay, I'm in the world. I can get into the headspace because I believe the world that's being created.
I was just going to add that we did a screening of the film for some journalists at the National Press Club, and there were people in the room that had worked with Anna who had been bureau chiefs in Moscow and knew her, who came up after her and talking about Maxine's portrayal of her and this beautiful story that James directed. They said they had goosebumps because she so beautifully captured Anna's spirit and voice and courage, and I just thought that was the best testament to the job that Maxine did as an actress and James as the director, that the people that knew Anna were so moved by this portrayal of this real person.
Was there a reaction from the family? Have the family seen it? I'm assuming Putin hasn't seen it.
Yeah, no, the family hasn't seen it, and hopefully, I'm not sure who else has to that end. But no, I mean, the family has not yet had an opportunity to see the film, so I look forward to them doing so, and I hope that they too see that this is just a loving, testament and tribute to this remarkable woman and the courage that she showed, and the impact that she still continues to have through her work and her sacrifices.
Well said. And one last thing. Do you see Words of War as a much more of a cautionary tale? Because I feel like there's nothing we could actually do, even here domestically, to prevent any of this fear with journalism.
Yes, I mean, I guess it is a cautionary tale. I mean, Anna was killed almost 20 years ago, and yet the issues, the themes of this story and this film, of authoritarian aggression and suppression of the truth and persecution of those that tell the truth, are themes that seem very current and relevant. not just in Eastern Europe, but here in the U.S. and around the world. So I definitely do think it's a cautionary tale, and hopefully an important reminder that'll spark conversations and remind people that when journalists are under attack, freedom of speech is under attack. That's an attack on the freedoms that we all enjoy and are worthy of fighting to preserve.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for speaking to us about Words of War. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Jake.